and ladies, CuteSpud speaking, and welcome back to another episode of... I'd love to start this off by saying something akin to, oh, well, this is like the looming thing from the previous episode, and now we've got this to deal with or something. But to be honest, I can't really do that this time, because they seem to have mostly wrapped up the stuff that they were doing before. I mean, it kind of seems like Arabelle and Vincent had a moment, albeit induced by thunder and lightning and tripping and kissing. We had Crystal seem to storm off after the rejection, but then got her revenge on Arabelle right after that. Not sure if that's going to end up being a cycle of revenge of some kind, and that's what they're going to go into this time. Seems slightly out of character for both Arabelle and Vincent, but then again, the thumbnail shows them hiding in the bushes, so they could well be spying on someone. I have absolutely no idea, and of course there was almost zero mention last time of the car crash, or how exactly, again, that was supposed to be Arabelle's fault. I really hope that they answer that question at some point, because, geez, at this point, I mean, come on. And they're saving it for season finale, potentially. Who even knows? So... yeah, we're gonna see how this goes and just, I guess, continue. How will the story proceed? This isn't quite a Lily Trescott situation where it seems like the series should have wrapped up after 3 episodes and then end up being 12. It's not like we just randomly introduced like other characters. We did see oh wait, no, that was what happened. I was about to say, oh, we did see Arabelle's mum, but I was so used to the fact that, like, the mum character just being a non-entity that I forgot that, yeah, the mum, like, walked out on her. So, yeah, that's what we're going to do this time. Okay, so, sorry, that completely slipped my mind. All right, where were we? It was in here. It's in here. Yep. That one, mute goal. Okay, episode 6. All right. I will let Aiden in a second because I'm just loading the video first. Okie dokie. And let's see. Inviting Aiden. Where is he? There we go. All right. So yeah, I guess we do have something to bear in mind that or to look forward to. You know, the expansion of that. Maybe we'll hear the conclusion of that plot point from the mother herself. Let's see what she has to say for herself, because she seemed like outwardly concerned when she saw her daughter like in the rain and whatever, but from that point onwards, I don't know. Also, she was supposed to have moved states, right? Or like moved to a different place entirely. So maybe she was secretly around the whole time, kind of like that mother character in Never Have I Ever that I mentioned the previous stream, I think. Don't really know. Don't really know at all. Yeah, hard to say. Also, happy late birthday to Ghost Kizzy, actually. Sorry that it seemed that there was that there's something terrible that seems to have happened on your birthday. So I won't put the comment on the screen, but I just want you to know that I've seen it. Okay, Aiden's not showing up, it seems, so we'll just continue. And for once, we actually have a non-copyrighted song here, because I'm pretty sure this is the one that like all Gacha was used back in the day. Yeah, heard it all the time. What is your mother doing here? Okay, so in the last episode, we ended off by Arabelle like reacting, and then like they dropped the umbrella. That being said, I don't know if Vincent ever saw Arabelle's mother. Maybe in pictures, potentially? But, I don't know, beyond that, I can't remember if she said, like, oh, what are you doing here, daughter, or something last time. That might have been the case. I'm not entirely sure. Then we got a special stream if you anything Halloween related, but if this Halloween falls on a Thursday, so will there still be one? Maybe we'll do it a day early, potentially? Like on Wednesday? That could work. I thought she's not coming back from state. That's a sentence. She's not coming back from state. That's that. You know what? You know what, Vincent? You summarized it pretty well. I couldn't have said it better myself. Do you know anything about this? Again, I give leeway to the directions of this because, obviously, Gacha Club was the first time we could probably have a character shake their head. Which, now think about it, actually took significantly longer than I would have imagined, but there you go. Okay, Tuesday then. We'll do it on Tuesday if I remember to. You'll have to remind me close to the time, because if I'm doing something 2 days early, then to sign that 10 days before the event, that's not gonna... Anyway. Why are you hiding from me without the umbrella? Well, they're hiding because I guess there's too much to process that moment, seeing the mother again for the first time since, you know, having walked out and whatnot. But as for leaving the umbrella, yeah, that is not very inconspicuous at all. They definitely should have taken that. Do you want to stay at my... Why would she need to stay at your house? Is your house just nearby and that's where you can take like take refuge from the storm or something? Because otherwise she can go back to her aunt where she lives and has done so for years, and you know the way to get there, both of you. Why would seeing her mum require her, unless the mum is like outside the aunt's house and wanted to pay her a visit now, and that's why she's going to Vincent's house? Maybe? I don't think we ever saw the exterior of the aunt house, so that could be where we are right now. I don't know. Oh, also, last stream in Not Every's Goal, I think, or maybe 2 streams ago, I mentioned that I hadn't seen like rain effects properly applied in Gacha before this point. I had. It was in the previous episode, and I completely forgot about that, so that's my bad. just for now, because you are mum is here. You are mum is here, therefore you must go to my house. Okay, follow me, and the bush there faded beforehand. Which, by the way, I mean, interesting thing there. I guess CuteSpud and Miri stories have 8-bit asset inclusions in common, I suppose. It's one interesting factoid, I suppose. Anyway, Aiden finally made it. Hello.
Drugs.
All right. So what you missed was that we saw Arabelle and Vincent hiding in the bushes like they are in the thumbnail because they didn't want to confront Arabelle's mum, who just
didn't they just see her mom? Though they already ran into her at the end of the previous episode.
I'm not sure if they ran into her as much as they saw her from a distance, and it was just sort of like framed as if they had.
Well, if it was framed like that, they probably shouldn't. The creator shouldn't have framed it like that.
This is true. But I at least will commend the ambition of including camera angles in the first place, and also rain from the background there. Is that rain gonna move? Oh, it is moving. I think this is a moving background as well, on top of that, and faded sound effects. But anyway, whatever. Technical stuff aside, yes, that is true that the inclusion of camera angles was one thing, but I guess like the way that it was.
If you're gonna include camera angles, you gotta make sure how you frame things. Framing
was what I was gonna say, yes. Mm-hmm.
Framing is everything.
Yeah. Also, okay, fine. So maybe because also KW's got a Halloween video as well, and also Aiden is working on one that I'm involved with.
I'm working on one. I need like the lines and everything with that video. I can't work on it yet. It's written. I have one written, which I need.
My point being that there's a bunch of people who are making stuff on actual Halloween itself, so I'm gonna do it a day after that instead. Anyway.
Fair. Speaking of which, I need to actually send those lines to Prism for Mrs. Dicehart.
Mm-hmm. Anyway, go change. You might get sick. Wait, okay, so I think the reason he's saying you might be sick is because, because...
You might get sick.
Well, no, she got splashed with water outside before because they had the umbrella beforehand,
Oh, yeah, what was it, like a Barbie umbrella?
Yeah, it was a Barbie umbrella, yes. But also, Vincent was see-through for a frame. He's see-through right now, actually, as well. I think he's just on a different plane of existence right now. That's a cute sneeze, I'll give you that. Anyway, did you switch my umbrella? Maybe. Where did you acquire the other one from, then? Anyway. Oh, hey, Arabelle. I invited V over to watch a movie with us. So, I'll have you take refuge from the storm that I myself was in and got exactly as wet as you did, minus the bucket of water from earlier, which you had already dried yourself off from, I believe. But I will put V through the exact same storm on purpose so that he could come and watch a movie. And he might live much further away than I do, for all that the audience knows. So clearly Vincent has some double standards when it comes to who he's protective over his friends and whatnot. My goodness. And no, I don't think her vocal cords were severed. That's not how it seemed. From previous episode, it seems
wasn't her mouth stitched together?
Exactly, her mouth was stitched. But before that, the reason was the shock from the car crash. But it seems like she was deliberately silenced, but then also didn't want to speak out after that point because that was the new shock instead. That was the retcon. But in both cases, well, in neither case, I suppose, were her vocal cords.
So wait, is she actually mute though? Like, could she actually talk if she wanted to?
Well, I mean, it's not so easy with is when it comes to mental health, but she's physically able to. Is what you're asking? Yeah. That is fairly true. You're a very loud typer.
Listen, I had to send a Discord message.
What movie shall we watch?
In the Void, guys. Look, we're in the Void.
Oh, okay. Oh, it's a movie featuring them as characters.
What?
Wow, didn't we just get done with a video that
This is
introduced
stupid.
way too many memes that didn't make sense? Okay.
Let's go party.
Oh, that's gonna get copyright claimed.
Hold on. Wait a minute. So this literally just happened. So
Well, the umbrella at least just happened. What? What? This
yeah,
makes
like
no
that
sense.
part. Yeah, of course. So this is like a fabricated montage, but includes real events that would only have just been filmed.
Yeah, with the
and then
real
got
version of
released
them.
without V playing the video. Presumably, he would have been the one filming. Because it certainly wasn't Vincent Arabelle because they're in the darn thing. So there's so many things wrong with it. This is worse than any of the memes from Not Your Average Girl last episode. Just a concentrated issue, right, all into one.
I mean, that's like more when just randomly watching like a random news, not news broadcast, because that could technically work in the universe. Watching a random like meme you made of Morwenna on the TV during a Moon Girl episode.
It's like if she watched the what would your character be like if all the bad stuff didn't happen, which shows like a different version of her that was never supposed to exist.
Yeah, it's just like what? Or if like Adam was watching like the Hey Brother music video of him and Alana, it's like this what? Why is this thing? Why is this canonical? Why is he able to canonically see this? That's
okay, you know
this
what?
didn't happen.
I'm gonna look something up because I have a doubt here. So let's see. CuteSpud.
It's probably a real video.
Yep. Yes, it is. It's Barbie Girl Meme Gacha Studio from CuteSpud. This was just a reference into this. Well, at the risk of even giving Bon a bingo, I will say that in the Mutant Girl, I too played one of my own videos as footage or something, but that was because it was footage of myself playing a video game. I needed the characters in the episode itself to play a video game. I did this actually a couple of times now I think about it. So the reason that was there was because that can make sense in universe. I can make an excuse for why Super Mario 63 is Superb Mario Siblings 4. You know, that's not too much mental gymnastics to accustom yourself to. This, on the other hand, good lord.
Someone just made like made an animation with the characters, like they animated characters in universe. I don't know.
In the span of like, because they got home and got changed. Like let's say that took them like, I don't know, that took like 2 minutes to change. They got home before that, so I don't know. They continued to walk the rest of the way. Actually, I don't know. Maybe Vincent lives a significant distance away, but still, in animated time, that is like a microsecond. So
yeah.
No way.
Also, by the way, I like V's outfit. Like, I like the orange stripes and stuff with the black jacket with the orange like highlights and stuff.
It looks like V the bee.
I actually think that's a pretty cool jacket. I kind of wish that was implemented in another Gacha game, like that pattern you could actually do in another Gacha game. I kind of wish that was a thing.
Yeah, you hear that, CuteSpud? If the rumors about you being dead happen to be a lie, which they probably are, then you got merch ideas there.
You're probably not dead.
Yeah,
probably.
Somebody commented that on the last That One Mute Girl episode. The creator just died, so they can't continue the series. And it's like,
so they haven't been posting for years.
Where did you hear this? It's like I don't know when they died or just disappeared, but the last video was Cotton Candy Skies, which was 4 years ago. So yeah, just died. Recent news. You know, breaking the airwaves today. You know.
Breaking news: Aiden disappears for a month. Aiden just died.
Yep.
Oh my god! Why? Oh, well, okay. Kick the TV. What? Don't break the TV.
It's his TV as well.
Oh, now you're watching a murder film.
Yeah, this was a good horror. Time to die. Oh, I guess another example of the of putting your own videos in the footage, I guess, would be how Rosie Closet put Boy with Bad Luck in the first episode of Music Freaks. Because, you know, I'm pretty sure the characters, you know, they don't share a universe, so therefore one video can exist in that world as another. That's another way to do it, because there's no correlation between the Music Freaks cast.
Which, by the way, we never reviewed Boy with Bad Luck or what was it? Girl with good luck, boy with bad luck. We never reviewed those. Potential review
No.
idea?
Yeah, fair enough. Put that on the list. There you go, Bon. There you go, Bon. I made I compared myself and CuteSpud to Music Freaks. Does that make you feel better? It's not just you all the time. Anyway.
Gray stars in her eyes.
Die, Billy, die.
Oh my god, dang. Oh, he
There's
just did a
always
push-up.
there's always
Look, he
somebody
did a
who-
push-up. He's like, I'm dodging by doing a push-up.
Honestly, not bad fight choreography, especially for Gacha Studio. And by pressing V, however, there's always one person who like roots for the villain. Anyway.
And then he kind of like headbutted him, I guess, in like the leg / crotch area, I guess, to like cause him to go off, bounce, and fall.
Mission accomplished, not accomplished, but accomplished.
Accomplished.
Yeah. Mission accomplished. He fell to the ground because I didn't use the knife.
Is he dead? I think he's just unconscious at the best. I don't know if he's dead. Even then, he may be still alive. He may still be conscious. You may want to run.
Well, you know what, Bon? Your 4.5 Jacobs Awards from 2023 beg to differ on that regard. There you go.
But Bon, I love your stuff. Bon, your videos are amazing. And oh god, why is he on a pole? Why is he on a pole? No!
Oh, because remember how in Gacha Studio there was literally a pose that was called pole. So maybe this is what it looks like.
Why?
I never actually used it myself, so this could be it. I didn't think it would summon a pole itself, but I guess it did.
Why does he have a pole? Why is he dancing on a pole randomly? What does this mean?
No idea. Also, yes, Ghost Kitty did in fact talk. They replied to the comment. I saw the reply, but yeah, there's no proof of CuteSpud actually being dead.
Like, did a friend or associate say it? Like an actual friend who knew them IRL?
No, that's why there's no proof.
It's like...
Oh. That's how you become a Billy, apparently. Is that what the movie is called? Becoming a Billy?
Like Billy from Billy and Mandy?
I mean, I don't know if, I haven't watched the show for a while, but I don't remember him killing too many people.
I'm sure he's accidentally killed people. Let's be honest. He probably has.
Probably hangs out with the Grim Reaper all the time, and also Mandy, who is more
Mandy is the worst.
Anyway, why is she sleeping at the foot of the bed?
Well, you see, I don't know.
Maybe the head was too far over on the pillow or something. Which, although now that I say that out loud, actually, the issue with Gacha Studio, in regards to character positioning, was the fact that you couldn't there were like fixed positions you could put. You couldn't like drag them across the screen like you could in Gachaverse and beyond. So, but that shouldn't be a problem here because this is a green screened background. So this is green screen Arabelle and Vincent on a moving background. So therefore, you should be able to move them around. Unless there is a possibility that CuteSpud knew how to green screen but not keyframe. That's entirely possible.
You know what's weird though? Like this feels really technical, but at the same time, sometimes there's just moments where it's like there was super easy stuff that could have been done to make it look better. But there are also stuff like the rain here. It's like you were able to do the rain, but not move the characters properly in the way.
Yeah, I think we're gonna get a lot of that with old Gacha, especially old Gacha that broke the mold in some particular way because it was always.
Yeah, but like if you're gonna put a lot of effort in one area, why would you put it in the rain? You know, we had to have a custom background with rain moving in the background. We had to have that
because it was raining outside. That was because the rain was an important reason as to why she was here in the first.
Yeah, place. But you didn't have to have moving rain. You just have like solid rain if you want to put more effort in the characters. It's like dang, putting all the effort in one area. And no effort goes anywhere else.
That also implies that you have to choose one or the other, which is not.
You don't.
Although I mentioned this in the description, but I forgot to point out that in the pinned comment on this video is one from CuteSpud linking to episode 7, as is customary, but also saying two videos in a day or 2 episodes in a day. So maybe
Oh.
there was an element of saving time actually. Now that I think about it,
2 episodes in a day. I don't know if that's a good sign, though. I don't think that's a good sign.
it usually isn't. I reserve judgment because
Oh,
if the
yes,
videos
I
happen
made
to
these
be
videos a
exceptional,
day
then-
apart. Yeah.
Well, I mean, Jake Paul used to brag about that all the time. So
Jake Paul's a scammer, though, so...
are you saying he lied about his video production cycle? It's
Uh,
possible. But I have no proof of that.
no, I was referencing more of other companies. Maybe that's his brother Logan. I know one of them are known for, like, making companies and, like, being
Well,
very
I think they both
shady.
have done that. Logan has had a recent thing with Lunchly, like in like partnership with KSI
Yeah.
Mr. Beast. But yeah, Jake has also had stuff where I think he had this social media course or something that had a lot of stuff that was locked behind paywalls, way more so than like other.
Yeah, wait, didn't you have to pay to get into the course just to pay more money to get beyond the paywalls that you already technically should have got past by paying to get in?
Essentially, yes. That was it. So they've both had their moments. Yeah. Anyway, she's so cute. What was that? I heard something. Yeah, I said before, her vocal cords are not severed. That was never established.
Unless the creator wanted to retcon it now, potentially.
She's able to make. She's able to make sounds. Anyway, yeah, we need to go to sleep.
I feel like if you have severed vocal cords, you can still make sounds. I mean, they're not going to be very well controlled sound very good, but I think you can still make some sound with severed vocal cords.
I think you can make exhalations. Like anything to do with exhaling, that should be fine. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh. I'm sorry. Well, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, she gets that. Oh, is she sleepwalking or is she awake now? Oh, I guess
she's
sleepwalking. Or
she's
sleep
sleepwalking
teleporting.
Yeah, she's sleepwalking and sleep talking.
She's sleep teleporting. Whoop.
Oh wait, that's a good point. I just remembered. The mother slid into frame beforehand with, I think, some footstep sound effects, which means that CuteSpud does know how to keyframe. So this was a time save after all. Annabelle? You know what? That is.
That explains what was done in a single year. Or a single day. A single year. That explains why this video is a single year long.
I like to say, why end on a cliffhanger? Like every other episode hasn't done that already.
Most episodes end on cliffhangers with shows, or at least some tease to what's to come next.
Well, yeah, I mean this series specifically, but yes, in the larger world of media, that is also the case.
Well, this episode wasn't good.
Anyway. Yeah, I mean, this one for me is like sort of like well, just mid, I suppose, because I mean it definitely wasn't the worst, technical aspects aside, but yeah, in comparison to some of the leaps in logic from the other episodes we've got so far, inviting V over to a movie in the middle of a storm that you want to protect Arabelle from.
Yeah, wait, how does that work? Wait a minute.
That I complained about that already. I mentioned that when that happened, but yeah, that is still small potatoes in comparison to Crystal's yandere leaps in logic that led to
her yandere leaps in logic from the previous episodes weren't good. Anyways, I gotta go for now.
Not to mention the parents leaving in the first place. Oh, okay. Well,
so I was here for a bit. I am here and I am bi. I am gay.
You're not bi.
I am gay, but I am going bi to go bi. Bye. See you later. Stream or another day.
Yeah, he never says when he's got limited time. But hey, at least he made it to the end of one of these. We do have one more for today. So that cliffhanger will not be a cliffhanger for much longer. Dare I say only a few seconds while I load the video, which is right here. Yeah, who would do that? I think all of us here have also done that. But I find it extra weird that was pointed out just because like it's been done so much in this series. as if it was like a new concept for CuteSpud specifically to do. Like the audience weren't accustomed to it. Unless CuteSpud didn't consider any of those cliffhangers, and that was just like, okay, that was just a cutoff point. I think that's the like distinct advantage of the cutoff point method in gacha videos, because it means that you because like by its very nature, if you decide a specific cutoff point that works, then you can actually make it into a cliffhanger. Like again, well, I guess I'm the only person here now, so bingo for Bond. But in the Mutant Girl, that's what happened one time, where I split episode 8 into 2 parts for reasons that are no longer relevant. But the way that I did that was, as it turned out, the scene at the ending of part 1, which was Pop threatening Pete at the end, you know, see you after class, little spy. That was originally meant to lead straight into the later scene with Empress and crew, but actually it worked as a cliffhanger, and that was just a happy accident. That was a coincidence. But yes, it was a good cutoff point because I was trying to match the upload cycle. So yeah, that's but yeah, the advantage is that by its very nature you can do that. But maybe CuteSpud wasn't aware that was what was happening, and that those cliffhangers were auto-generated, and this one was deliberately fabricated. Maybe that was the difference, but beyond that, I don't really know. Anyway, I know, keep going back, but I had a thought. Would it complicate things if we swap Butter Bunch stream for Halloween stream and do Butter Bunch the next day? Yes, because BB is mostly available on Thursdays, and that's usually why we reserve those days. Although ultimately, actually, we might not be doing a Butter Bunch day because actually the next. Oh wait, no, wait a minute. I was supposed to say the next D&D session was on Thursday, but that's 2 Thursdays over. That's not actual Halloween. But yeah, usually that's because of like everyone's availability that we picked Thursday specifically. So yeah, I don't really know. There's no difference with CuteSpud's other series too. Were other CuteSpud series made before or after this one? That's which actually I should have checked this, to be perfectly honest. Because maybe CuteSpud had a history before the thing that, according to Comexry, was the first gacha series to blow up. Maybe there was just as a mild remnant of the 2017 community, when it was still super niche, that I haven't been properly exposed to yet. Not really sure. No tunes could be dropped that day. I was thinking you don't want to do that. Well, ideally not. But look, if it comes down to it, maybe. Anyway, the first episode of the original Ghost Culture is the cliffhanger of Yuri's death. Yeah. I love to quote Young Mi's cliffhanger. Dun dun dun. Yeah, like it's such a universal thing. So yes, like conceptually speaking, it should not have been a surprise to end on a cliffhanger in general, but I think what CuteSpud was trying to say was why end on a cliffhanger in this show, having not done so previously, even though they had done so previously multiple times. That's what I think. Anyway. I have no idea if this is copyrighted or not. This sounds very out of tune, so I don't think it is, but we'll see. Okay, yeah, definitely. Alright. Fall in Love for the Gangsters was made before that one mute girl and both series are connected to each other. Oh! Okay. Alright, then. Fall in Love for the Gangsters. Is that really the title? It's not even Fall in Love with the Gangsters, it's Fall in Love for the Gangsters. Like the gangsters gave you a mission which was to fall in love with someone. My goodness. Ever fall in love with someone, ever fall in love with someone, ever fall in love with someone because the gangsters asked you to. Okay. Well, that's the actual title then, so I'm very afraid, so... for the gangsters, yeah! Okay, I'm sold on this concept already, so we will put that on the list. For now, let's continue. Should I eat the entire fridge? No, you'll get... You'll get metal poisoning if you do that. I... What? Is it a zombie? To be fair, if I was up in the middle of the night getting like a snack from the fridge, I would be afraid of hearing zombie sounds as well. In fact, there is actually there is actually an Alex Bale short film that has a very similar concept to this. But anyway, if you're looking for those midnight snacks mood, yeah. Anyway. Is the music still going? Yeah. Not exactly the most tonally fitting thing, I don't think. Yeah, not really. Anyway. But, oh. Ah! I hear that noise in the middle of the night going straight for the kitchen. Yeah, exactly. He was about a series called Girl in an All-Boys School. Was that the originator of that trope? Because I know that's a gacha trope that we haven't gotten to yet. Was that the first one of its kind? We'll have to see. Mommy. I mean, now you can clearly see that it's Arabelle, so I don't know why you're still screaming. Also, I'm not an expert on sleepwalking, but I'm pretty sure that if they get startled, they very easily come out of the trance that they're in. Although I'm not really sure, but it's also not recommended to do that. If you know anyone who sleepwalks, don't disturb them because that can give them like actual ah, woman, girl, woman thing. Be zombie gone. Zombie gone. Wow. Ever sleepwalked before? Well, I'd like to say that I haven't, but there's a good chance that if I ever did, I didn't know about it. So, to my knowledge, no, I have not. Anyway, Arabelle? Where did she go? What do you mean, where did she go? Look ahead of you. Stop doing a Brock from Pokemon impression and open your eyes. I think Arabelle just talked. You're joking. I have made the maybe dumb design to make Gator wine. Is that just wine mixed with Gatorade? Anyway. I'm serious. Yeah, man, I totally believe you. Wait, did she sleepwalked? How else did... Okay. Anyway. Yeah. That's dangerous. Oh, thank you for that incredible analysis, Doctor. Sleepwalking is dangerous. Who would have ever thought that? Okay. No, we're fermenting Gatorade into wine, apparently. Okay. What's a sleepwalker? I'm talking about the sleep talker. Oh, I've done that before. Actually, the story that goes that my mum heard me talk in my sleep one time, and that was because like she didn't believe that I used to I could dream in Spanish. I still can, but she never like believed that was a thing. Like when we were like had moved to Spain and we'd because obviously when you're learning like a second language, one of the rites of passage, if you start thinking in that language, that's like the unofficial fifth frontier, I suppose. Fifth frontier to fluency. Try saying that 5 times fast. But yeah, normally when you're learning a language, you think in the original language. That's actually the number one thing that like trips up a bunch of people when they're trying to speak another language. Is because like they're translating in their head what a person has said and then translating that back before they actually formulate a response. But yeah, when she heard me talk in my sleep one time in Spanish, that's when she believed me. That's what I was trying to say before. Went on a bit of a tangent then. Yeah. I've been told I was very gibberishly. I've been told I was spoken in French. Yeah, exactly. There we go. I didn't read the rest of the comment even, but yes, that is That is yeah, exactly, most bilingual thing I've ever done. Mm-hmm. I've apparently sleepwalked before. I only know because my mum and stepdad told me once. I mean, yeah, obviously you have to have someone there to do that. Like if I sleepwalk in here, for example, no one's gonna know. But yeah. Anyway, Jacob's mum, what the heck is he dreaming about? Well, met Lord's no Jacob speaking. Welcome back. This was years before I had a channel. Okay. Also, I have done my intro in Spanish a couple of times, but it doesn't have the same kick to it. But yeah, it's a bilingual thing. Let's go bilingual broskies. Indeed, yeah, exactly. Just go to bed. I'll carry her again to the room, like I did before, in the void before the background fade up with me. I forgot to point that out before, but it did. Anyway, fine. Oh, I guess he's not gonna have his midnight snack then. Oh, sure, okay. They forgot why he was even there. Arabelle, you going to be okay? Mm-hmm. You know something? I actually recently watched a couple of Ginger Jax films videos to do with reactions, and one of the things that Jax films points out in that is that there are a bunch of reactors that's a bingo card for reading everything that's on the screen. Actually, most of that is like captions and subtitles. For the record, in case for some ungodly reason Jax Films ever comes across my content that I don't submit prior, because I know there's like a submission that I've considered in the past, then the reason that I read everything is because I'm trying to make that bit easier for, you know, the people who don't read at the same pace, or or just like to hear whenever I do like different voices. Not that I'm doing them now, but in general. So yeah, I was very concerned of reading a recipe in French. Apparently, I was panicking using the wrong measuring cup for an ingredient. Well, you know, I thought the panic was going to be that you were doing the recipe wrong or something. But yeah, fair enough. Did she ever tell you what the recipe was for? It could have been like a bunch of like, you know, dream nonsense. You could have like made an entirely new dish in your mind and no one's there to document it. Anyway, okay, see ya. I'm telling you, dude, she talked. Then what did she say? I don't know, some alien stuff. Like, was that? Oh, well, I that was that. I thought that was like time to the music, maybe, but yeah, no, it's not time to the music. Anyway, it's the truth. Okay. I think it was something like, it's. It says, oh, so it said 2 tablespoons, but I've used but I used 2 sorry, I used 2 teaspoons instead, and I used 2 tablespoons. What did I do? You know what? That makes sense. If you honestly, yeah, using because you can fix if you use teaspoons rather than tablespoons. You can't fix tablespoons if you use teaspoons. So I get that. Anyway, listen to me. La, la, la. Why would he not want to believe that? I mean, I know that V is known for, maybe it's because V is known for pranking, I suppose. I don't know. Then again, you know, maybe Vincent thinks that V's trying to get revenge for leaving him in the storm. I guess the Barbie video wasn't enough. Assuming he's responsible for that anyway. Okay, class, we're going on a field trip in the next 2 days. The panic felt real according to my mother. She wake me up because I was panicking for good 3 minutes in my sleep. Well, I mean, it depends what you were making, because if you add extra baking soda to vinegar or something, then you know you're gonna end up with much more of a disaster than otherwise. Anyway, I should have been threatened with falling rocks while mining in my game. You obviously haven't ever tried mining underneath a covered ravine in in Minecraft. One slip and you hit like the sand / gravel above you, and boom, falling rocks. Anyway, normally Field get like more of an announcement than this, unless you're Miss Frizzle, but whatever. You're late, Arabelle. Go to your seat. I'll leave your tardy unexcused. You mean you will? I mean you won't excuse it. leaving it. Normally you say you leave something excused, but then like leaving something unexcused, it just means that you're gonna fill it in normally. That's a very clumsy wording there. But yeah, as in tardiness. Like sometimes in certain schools they'll say like, okay, you got a tardy, as in like that's what you've been marked as. You've marked for being tardy, so they call it a tardy. I don't know. It's an American thing mostly. Anyway, we'll be joining with Miss Clem's class. That means that the other main characters can also take part in this field trip. How convenient. You would have UR wristbands with you. Wait, hold on. So, okay, I need to break down that sentence. You would have your wristbands with you. Ignoring the whole like wrong your thing, which we've had in a couple of times, you would have conditional tense for a future event, but also the your wristbands thing implies that they have wristbands that exist already and they're not going to be handed wristbands for the purposes of this field trip. No, they just have them. He could just say, if they have the wristbands already, you would say, please bring your wristbands with you for the trip so that you have them. Or maybe you're required to have your wristbands, not you would have them, you know. Your mission, should you choose to accept it, is to wear your wristband that you've had this entire time. Redcons, am I right? Yeah. As Americans say, I can understand it either. Blame the other Americans. Fair enough. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Have fun there, I guess. You haven't told them where they're going yet! You just said you're going to join with the Miss Clem's class. You didn't say what the field trip consists of. I mean, are they all required to go on the field trip? Is this not like a voluntary thing? I mean, some field trips aren't voluntary, I know that much. But like, if they're not voluntary or they're trying to announce that there's something going on, you should tell them what the field trip is. Like, what? Someone say retcons. Here we go. Alright, fine. Redcons, they're bad for me and you. Redcons, next time think your story through. It's been 4 years since I made that jingle. I need to make an actual musical version. Jeez. Anyway, there it is. There it is. Are you excited about the field trip? Mm-hmm. So like I thought, he's definitely in Miss Clem's class. Okay, I'll see you on Monday. Bye! Arabelle's doing her best Breakfast Club impression. Don't you forget about me. Don't you sing begrudgingly. Sorry, Bon. Okay. What? What did I do this? that was just perfect timing. Anyway. Oh, okay, we get back to the mum plot that was the cliffhanger from 2 episodes ago. Don't you do this to me. As you pin my words, will you make a song? He's putting more music sheets from his magic top hat. That just reminds me, I saw my top hat today actually, and it's very dusty. I need to clean it off. Wait! I just want to talk, please. You're all so grown up. But this is the aunt's house. This is like the interior of the aunt's house. I guess she was there last time. Top hat on Halloween? Yeah, sure. The dust hasn't corroded it, then yeah, absolutely. If I remember to. Problem is that like wearing it over the headphones is difficult, but we'll see. I can just do this, I suppose. That feels weird, but you know, we'll we'll make it work. We'll make it work. Don't you raise your fist at me? I don't want to fight. Will you lower your fist? You look like you me. You look like you me, but you not senpai. How's school? Man, this I feel like first of all, apologize for leaving her. That's the first thing you should say. But yeah, but this is the classic this classic, you know, estranged relative coming up to being like, "Oh yeah, so how's school?" By the way, that is that is the reason that I make a point to never ask anyone that in my family reunions how school's going. Like anytime that I see I see my cousin or her cousin as well from their side, that yeah, never ask about school, never bring it up whatsoever. Because I mean, I know that everyone else is gonna do that. Well, you literally help make her mute. How is she gonna talk to you? I mean, there's more of a one-sided conversation. Maybe she'll use the notepad. I'm not sure. Will you write my name? Anyway, you look like you meet average English speaker student learning French translation. I mean, yeah, to be honest, that is something that throws people off about French. Is there's a lot of repeating words that you would think, okay, well, you can shorten this, but then again, you have that in English in certain situations as well. There was actually there was a Loic Somerville video that was about this. It was like one of those like you know, discussion between like English and French, as in like the personifications of English and French. And in the French one said elle fait ça, so like she does that or something, or the she did that, which would be the actual translation. But that makes grammatical sense in French. But then French defended itself by saying like, oh well, English you say stuff like, oh yeah, you do that. Like, why do you have the two do's? It's like, well, I mean, you know what? Got me there. Understandable. And I was younger, was much like Jake was very blunt and truthful answering questions, so most of the time I was asked, how was school? Most of the time I would say bad, it sucks. Yeah. That's a yeah, that's in reference to the fact that I despise small talk, and whenever anyone mentions like it's like, oh yeah, how are things going? I'm compelled to answer properly rather than just being like, oh yeah, the things are going well. Like, that just shuts down their attempt at conversation as well. I'm told me to stop asking so honestly because of it. Well, tell her to stop asking you then. You know. That seems more like a her problem, to be perfectly honest. If you don't want an honest answer, don't ask the question. How are things going? You know what? Today, things actually are going well. Yeah. Made some more progress on weather pops, and actually, apart from the fact that I've hit a dry spot in terms of a song for Aiden, but yeah, apart from that, yeah. Anyway, tells me my staying family asked. Oh well then, you know, there's just no way in because you know that at that point your relatives are the ones that have dug their own graves in that regard, but which does not mean I want them to die, in case anyone makes that mistake ever again. Time for a parody. That's a psychotic mother. Oh, that's a psychotic mother. That's a psychotic mother. I'm calling the police. They hung up. I thought we were still on Breakfast Club for a second. I was like, wait a minute, that doesn't match. Mentioned that was referring to family gatherings. Yeah, fair enough. I see you're still the same as ever. You just mentioned how she changed a lot. What do you mean she's the same as ever? Where's you are dad? Oh, yeah. Oh, so we actually did get Oh, yeah, I guess he would have gone court. I forgot if they ever explained like what actually happened to him afterwards in that flashback. I forgot if we actually mentioned that. Yeah. Yeah, where's you are, Dad? You look like you me. Where's you are, Dad? Why? What happened to him? Jail, not prison. I know that over on that on the other side of the Atlantic there is a known distinction between the two things, but I've always used them interchangeably. Well, she wasn't there for that. Remember, the mother left first apparently, and then afterwards the dad kind of stayed for a bit longer, and that's when the whole stitching incident happened. So I actually think it happened immediately after the mum left, so she would not have been there to witness it, I suppose. Sometimes with this Karen. Well, I mean, they would have similar charges laid against them, so you never know. I'm actually not sure if that's how it works in prison, if you get, like, you room with people who've done similar things to you or not. Maybe it goes alphabetically. I have no idea. Oh, so that's not right. Oh, so the mum stitched her mouth. I remember the dad doing both of those things for some reason. Oh wait, no, because I think the dad took the stitches off her. That's what happened. Okay, that's what I'm remembering. Okay. In that case, she should be in jail as well, or prison, whichever. I don't know. Robbery. That was the charge laid against. He didn't tell the police about your sister? Well, you both kind of agreed not to do that, right? So, no? That's what you came here for. I'm guessing she means she wants to know if the dad spilled the beans, but the problem with that is that she didn't know the dad was in jail or even like near the police to begin with. So this kind of through line doesn't work. Anyways, no. Great. I have a new family, so I don't want them to know. Okay. Very blunt there, I suppose. And 5 seconds of getting rid of this woman. I have a new family. 4, 3. Anyway. It's on the run, I guess, in which case, hello, Arabelle, report her. Well, if she has a new family, then I'm guessing she's not on the run from said family and has some way of, being able to lay low. If anything, this is the risky move right now, coming here, if that were the case. That incident. Anything else? Wait, she knew about the robbery thing? Okay, anyway, that's all. Be a good girl, Arabelle. Alright, I guess she wasn't here to rekindle the stuff after all. I guess maybe Arabelle was right, even though the way she got to that conclusion was complete nonsense. She's just leaving. To mention Jack's films once again, one of his bingo things is apparently that's it. So yeah, that's it. That is referring to the reactors, not the actual video, but I'm going to use it that way. Anyway, you bought a plane ticket for this? I mean, you never know, because I know that she's like out of state, but she could have been like the neighboring state. That might have been a car journey rather than a plane trip. It depends. Obviously, with the sheer mass of certain states, there actually are plenty of examples where where yeah, you would want to just like fly from one extreme to one state to another if you like on the opposite ends, but I don't know. Other than that, not really sure. Okay, Bond's cooking something. All right, yeah, don't want to distract. Make sure he gets his teaspoons and tablespoons correctly. It's a piece of cake to bake a pretty cake. If the waves... Oh god, what's happening? It's exploding! Anyway. A mum walked up to her sister's house. That sounds like the beginning of a joke. I got a joke for you. A mum walked up to her sister's house. Anyway, and he said to her daughter living with her. Oh, okay. Sorry, I know this is not a parody thing. My bad. Okay. A mum walked up to her sister's house and he said to her daughter living with her, "Hey, bum, everything chill?" Her daughter said, "Yeah, everything is okay. My dad got arrested for some robbery." "Do you want an update?" The mum said, "Too late." Then she waddled away, waddle. Then she waddled away, waddle. Oh my goodness. Then she waddled away, waddle. Troisième journée, ba. I don't know if that's right or not. I just French. There you go. What did I expect? I don't know. I don't know what I expected either, quite frankly. It wasn't this. Nice counter. Yeah. You're welcome. Anyway. Come on, let's go, Hope. Wait, hold on. You brought the daughter with you across state, but then didn't introduce her? What? Huh? Why are we still here? Just to yeah, we are here just to suffer. I agree, hypothetical Arabelle. Ah. Okay, why is she like at peace now? Arabelle seems like, yes, now she's managed to she's found a replacement daughter for for Belle. Which, by the way, Hope seems like to be like the same age that Belle was when she died. How long has it been? Is the question. That was meant to be like a flashback or something like that. It's like a mirror image of some kind. But that would not give me much cover. Why is she smiling here? I can watch Kodok Evolution yesterday. Mental health unit. Yeah, I was gonna say, you know, you might want to have a consultation. Hey, so I just got traumatized and I was smiling. That means something, right? I think it actually does mean something. Okay, so wait, hold on. So there is a very clear difference between a mental health unit and jail. Jail and prison, that's one thing. But like a mental health unit versus jail, those are two wildly different things. What do you mean? Arabelle, yes, making up a child replace a child that she murdered. I am at peace. And then she waddled away, waddle. Oh god. That was bad. Anyway. Mum came to visit us. She's very well dressed and very pretty. I like the idea that she's like holding up the notes depending on like which pose she's doing so that the dad can't read them as easily. Two days later, oh great, I got a poo. Fantastic. We needed to hear that. Okay, well I guess we get to meet Miss Clem, who is hopefully much nicer than the other teacher, and knows what mutism is, as most teachers should. Oh, all of you would be a group for the field trip. Well, yeah. Also, where are the wristbands? I was promised wristbands. Let me see them. I don't see any of them. And if that was an issue in Gacha Studio, then that should have been a line that was removed because it's very easy to cut a frame out of a video. You can just crop it out. You can do it on the YouTube editor. In fact, even if it's after the upload. But nope. So no wristbands, I guess. Wait, there's a bit more time. No, let me see. Let's just take a look at all of them. Every last one. Nope, no wristbands. Nope, false advertising. Well, that was the thing. There's like Miss Frizzle than any of them so far. I get maybe you know what? That's why. Maybe she's made to be like Miss Frizzle because they're on a field trip. That might be the joke, actually. That would actually kind of make sense. Anyway, Teacher said you would have wristbands. Yes, in the conditional tense they happen to be on the field trip, and here they are. So, where are they? Show me the wristbands. Someone's broken the rules, and it's CuteSpud, the rules of their own universe. Okay, so in that case, that was the episode. Can confirm we didn't do bracelets now if it's had the promo correctly. Then why was that a line? Why would you acknowledge the idea of wristbands existing if you can't make wristbands? Like, that's just that. Like, there's one thing to have limitations with visuals, but when the writing is actively working against you, that's the thing that you can change. Which happens a lot, by the way. Because ultimately speaking, you have full control over the writing that you do, rather than specifically the what was I gonna say? The heck? My brain just died for a second. Rather than the other tools that you're using. That's what I was getting at. So maybe it'll be important in the future episode. Well, if it's gonna be important in the future episode, then they haven't set it up properly. So we'll see. Oh no, our invisible wristbands have come off. How will they find us? Ever again? Yeah. Jacob's brain for a few seconds. Yeah. I think I need some food. So good thing that the stream's over then. So just to wrap up and give final thoughts about these two episodes. Episode 6 I still think was mid tier. This one maybe mid going a little bit to lower because again it doesn't have the same like all the elements. Oh no, never mind. It does have the elements of craziness. Like the whole thing with the mother. That was the ultimate anti-climax. I mean, sure, she's making like some sort of effort to return, but it does seem like we're supposed to get the idea that she's just after information and nothing else. But that, and although then again, if she was after information, she should have maybe like asked if Arabelle herself had made a statement against her parents for the whole stitch mouth and abuse thing. Because, I mean, I'll say this, you don't have to give a verbal statement to report something to the police. Especially if I guess the dad had a criminal record anyway. Although, did he actually? Because he had a mental health unit rather than a. I'm not sure if that's a different case. If you apply for psychiatric care and that's all that you get qualified for, if that goes on a criminal record or not. I actually don't know the process of that. Then again, we don't know where this is set at either. So jury's still out, but I still think it's Japan. So I honestly don't know. Who's to say? What am I eating? I don't know. Maybe some more soup. That'd be nice. Anyway, I guess that's that. So we had one mid episode and one that definitely veers back into what the heck. And also again, I sound like a broken record, but we bring up the whole car incident before. I still want to know why they blame that on Arabelle, or whether or not that was just that entire thing's been retconned based on like the way the parents reacted afterwards. I don't really know. There's a good chance of saving it for the finale, but my goodness, if they are, what a finale that's going to be. That might be what we cover next time. I think this is like a 10 episode deal, so considering we've got like 8 and 9, and then 10 will be on its own. I'm not really entirely sure. I'll look into it. So maybe covering it next time. Might be in the next cycle over around Halloween time. Fun. But I guess for now we'll just leave it on not much of a cliffhanger this time, or as much of one, but still a cutoff point. So it counts. So yeah, please leave a like or dislike because your opinion matters, as Greg done so already. And on that note, until next time, farewell.